if you could sum up, like, I don't know if there's a way to do this, but if there were like three things that dads, future dads or new dads, um, could keep in mind, or things that they could do to support their partners, what are those things that come to the top for you?
Okay. So we need to know, dads need to know the difference between like baby blues, which is, and this is all technical stuff. I'm not trying to be flowery here. There's baby blues, which I'm sure you understand. It's when the mom first has the baby, and you feel all those emotions. You're crying all the time. Your body feels terrible. Everything's heavy. Your breast hurt. Like it's all that just like really just hard stuff. And that should last a few weeks. If it doesn't, and it goes longer than that, you need to question it. You need to question it, and ask, like, you need to like really ask her what's going on. And it's okay if it's uncomfortable, and it's okay if it's like, hey, is there any chance that right now you're dealing with symptoms of postpartum depression or something similar to it? You know, it doesn't have to be like full blown, just, but it could be that there's some things that are lingering that need to be addressed. Sometimes just talking about it is good. Sometimes just going to therapy is good. Sometimes you need to see a doctor about it. And it's just not something that we should be ashamed of. And I think a lot of us just sort of take it on that mental health, depression is still a thing. That's like, it's uncomfortable to say, I'm depressed, and the feelings that come along with it. Do you know how hard it was for me to say, I'm lonely? That was so hard to say. Those two words put together are so uncomfortable. So, creating a safe space for her to like to say how she's really feeling and really genuinely ask, like, what can I do for you right now to make things better in the moment, which is important. Like if she needs to get away from the baby, you need to make that happen right away, and just give her that space that she's asking for. And then sort of an overarching long term, like what can we do to make you better, and who can we see and who can we talk to, and just take it very, very seriously, because this is, if it's gone further than a few weeks, you're past the baby blues, and you're falling into the hole, and it's really hard to get out of the hole.
That's great. When you said
Yeah.
it was hard for you to say I'm lonely, just tell me a little bit more about that.
Costume was working late hours. This was when I had Ronan, so I had my second baby. So a lot harder to leave the house with two babies. So I just stopped. I just didn't go places, and I isolated myself, and I was lonely. And then Costume was working really late, and I was alone, and I was sad. And he kept trying to, like, he's an entrepreneur, so he was like, look, you just need to go out and you need to do this, and maybe you could have this kind of job and then you'll be better and everything. And so finally I listened to him talk, and then I just got really sad, and I was like, Qasim, it's none of that. I'm lonely. I'm alone. And then that was when he just was like, oh, I'm not here for you, and I'm the only person that can be, and I'm not doing that. So his presence, like just constant presence, was really
Yeah.
helpful.
And this would have been with your second, anyways. This would have been still pre-COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank God.
Oh goodness.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of new books
Yeah.
written for all those
Yeah.
COVID
Yeah.
moms.
Yeah. For sure.